Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So today I decided to do a pick a card, pick a message reading. And as you can see, the cards are already out on the table because I had started this recording, and then as I was finishing up group number 1, it ended. So here we are again. Group number 1, these are messages from your higher self. You have the river with movement. You have autumn equinox with release. You have colors, the crystal of heliotrope. And this is what that looks like. Your key card, key focus, key energy, key message was the hazel. The hazel tree. And this is the focus from your higher self, the messages that are coming forth, and what nature is speaking to you today. Okay? So this was the key card, key focus for group number 1. You also have alignment, victim, the Kenaz rune with torch, kindness counts. Kenaz rune with torch. Kindness counts. Patience with the foggy bog. Sadness. Your tarot cards are the Fool, the Devil, and the Queen of Cups, or the Queen of Cups, the Devil, and the Fool. You have reflection, angelic assistance with divine guidance and loving support. You also have stone people here with vigilance. You have the maiden shield with make plans and focus, and the medicine shield with protection. You have Gaia with nurturing. You have talking smack, universal light, death with transmigration, inner peace, vision, and guide with the illuminated path. So group number 1 with hazel being your key card, key message, key energy, key focus, it is all about boundaries. So I'm getting the energy of there being 2 groups of you. Those who are setting boundaries with yourself about limiting beliefs, and those of you who are setting boundaries for others that would want to, that it's necessary for in the spiritual and in the mundane. For the first group of you who are, no, the second? Okay. For the second group of you who are setting boundaries with other people, you're setting these boundaries as a form of protection. You're setting these boundaries because you're making plans and you're focusing on what it is that you want. You're recognizing that these boundaries will help you to recognize and assist you with staying vigilant as you are releasing people, places, and things that put you in the energy of needing protection. Many of you from this group have been reflecting on the people that have been talking smack, reflecting on the people that want to put you in a victim mentality, reflecting on the ones that will want to keep you sad. And you're putting up this boundary so that you can create more inner peace, being more patient with yourself, being patient with them by setting these boundaries as you're making plans and you're focusing. This section of you guys want to see the bigger picture and still move in a loving vibration. Now, for the other sector of you that are setting these boundaries, you're setting them for and with yourself. Both groups are deciding where their emotional and mental energy will serve you best. For the group that's setting boundaries with yourself, you're setting these boundaries with yourself in the essence of reflecting whenever there's negative self-talk, reflecting whenever there are limiting beliefs coming from within. You're now wanting to nurture yourself more, moving away from sadness, coming out of your shadow when it puts you in this energy of feeling sad, feeling impatient. What I'm getting is you're setting these boundaries with self and you're implementing more patience. This boundary is about implementing more patience instead of rushing to jump into things. You're setting a boundary with yourself to nurture yourself and to pay attention to whenever you're not speaking well of yourself, not speaking well to yourself, not speaking well about yourself, having thoughts that don't nurture and or nourish you. You're setting these boundaries to create more inner peace, to be more kind to yourself, to release the victim mentality, to stay vigilant about your thoughts and protecting yourself, protecting your mental, protecting yourself so that your plans that you're making, you're able to focus on and move towards them. You're putting a death, setting the boundary so that you can be more in alignment with your shadow aspects. You want to, or you're in the process of shedding more light on your darker aspects. This is what your higher self is saying to you. Many of you are also aligning your chakras with the color card here. You're finding more stability. And for this group number one, especially when it comes to the heart chakra, many of you, when it comes to the heart chakra, are not wanting it to be closed off and or are needing to balance it so that you're able to come out of your shadow aspects and take this leap of faith towards someone you care about, someone who you possibly feel a little bit of resentment towards. Resentment because some of you want to take a leap of faith. Resentment because some of you feel sad about how things are going, or the fact that you feel impatient towards someone. And I say this because you have the heliotrope as your crystal. The heliotrope is also known as a bloodstone crystal, but as a bloodstone crystal, and this crystal is all about cleansing negative energy in the blood. It also is a crystal that assists you in grounding any anger and or resentment that you have in the heart. See, so we were already talking about the heart chakra here. But this heliotrope can magnify you implementing a more calming effect to your heart chakra. And whenever you feel irritated and or impatient. Group number one, many of you are releasing the shadow aspects of feeling impatient, the shadow aspects of feeling irritated. You know now that you are being divinely guided, that your path is being illuminated, and you have loving support. So I'm hearing that You guys are recognizing that everything happens in divine timing. You don't want to pick a fruit, especially with this acorn on this picture. Whenever an acorn is green, that means it's not fully ripe. It's not ready to, it's not mature. So many of you are maturing. You are allowing situations to mature, especially with people that you care about and have compassion for, people that you want to take a leap of faith with. You're now deciding, or this is the message from your higher self, to focus on where it is you want to place. Be vigilant about where it is you are placing. Reflect on where you are placing your emotional and mental energy. Your higher self is saying, go ahead, shed the light on these darker aspects, like own them, so that you can move into alignment. Be patient with yourself as you're doing this. Be kind to yourself as you're doing this. It's happening for you, not to you. This path is being illuminated. These shadow aspects are also being illuminated, but it's to guide you into a more nurturing path as you're making plans and you're focusing. So set the boundaries that you need to protect yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, in mind, body, and soul, to nurture mind, body, and soul. Okay, group number 1. So that has been your message. Your higher self is saying to find the inner peace as you're becoming more aware of your shadow aspects. It's creating change and transformation that's moving you into alignment. It's creating change and transformation that's allowing you to release these shadowy aspects and bringing in more universal light. And this universal light is the wisdom, the knowledge, the awareness of the fact that you are divinely guided, that your path is illuminated and being illuminated for you. Even if you can't see clearly now, you'll know when, where, and how to move because you're being guided. So be aware, be vigilant of the self-talk. And when you recognize it, balance that out with some kindness. Okay? Kind words to yourself. Kind words that create inner peace, group number 1. I want to thank you for joining me. That's been your reading with your messages from your higher self. Okay? And the energies that we had out here could be Capricorn, could be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Or Pisces with the full here. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. I'm just touching on all bases, okay? Okay, group number 1. Okay, group number 2. Your key card, key focus, key energy is the Willow card. Trying to get that to show up for you. Okay, so that's the willow. That's what that looks like. And your crystal is the olivenite. Your tarot cards are the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. You also have grounding, soul name, perseverance. You have love and self-love. Love. Truth and inner child. You have soul name. Interesting. Wonjo with joy. I just heard some of you call yourself Love Joy. That's your soul's name. Take it as it resonates. Some of you chose that as a soul name. You have respect. RESPECT. Gratitude. You have knowledge. You also have crystals with focus. You have celebration. Celebrate. Times come out to celebrate. You have innocence. You also have creativity with air. And you have great mystery with trust. You have heartbeat. You have death and rebirth. You have earth magic with fearlessness and removing obstacles. Worry is a wasted emotion, and white witch with be the light. Just be the light. No. Okay, can you pretty much see it all? Okay, group number 2. Your message is starting out speaking about harmony with the willow here. So again, like group number 1, I have 2 messages here, or like 2 groups of you within group number 2. For one group of you, you're creating harmony with self. You're creating harmony within self, and you're implementing more love, more self-love. You're removing any obstacles about yourself, about self-love. You're removing obstacles of not respecting yourself. It's like you've had a death and a rebirth, and you're ready to trust the knowledge that you have. You're more focused on celebrating yourself. You're not going to be worried anymore. For many of you, I'm getting healing your inner child, showing more love to yourself, showing self-love to your inner child. You're tapping into your innocence, your playfulness. You're persevering, keeping a light heart, keeping a heart of gratitude, moving to your own beat. You've gotten more grounded with your truth, the truth of self. You've even chosen your soul's name. It's like you have a new beginning, and you're finding more joy, more harmony within self, more harmony with life. Just all around joy, love, joy, joy, and love, joy is what I keep hearing. You guys are group number 2 as a whole. You guys are showing more respect for yourself, but also for all life forms. You're building deeper connections with self, with your inner child. You're not going to be in fear or worried anymore. You're celebrating life and all of its wonderful creativity. And you're now becoming a elevated co-creator, a conscious co-creator, not focused on the past, not caught up in your head. Some of you are sleeping better, and if you're not, this is what your higher self is saying. Don't be up at night focusing on the obstacles. I'm getting your higher self saying more so that you're removing the obstacles. You're tapping into your creativity. You're being a conscious co-creator creatively with the universe. You're respecting yourself. You're giving yourself more self-love. You're trusting yourself. You're trusting the knowledge. You feel reborn again. You feel innocence. You're tapping into your innocence, into your playfulness. You're celebrating life, not worried anymore. You're being the light, and you're being the change you want to see in the world by respecting yourself and letting that resonate out into the universe, into the world, into your family. You're keeping this heart of gratitude, and you're speaking your truth, and it's creating more, and it's allowing you to persevere. Now, if you're not in this energy, your higher self is saying get grounded and release the guilt or anything that's weighing you down, any thoughts, okay? Now, the other set of you. You're creating harmony with others. And I say this because you have the olivanite crystal here. This crystal is all about those of you who are holding on to guilt from your past. This crystal helps to dissipate those things that weigh your spirit down and prevent you from growing. The olivanite is a natural and powerful spiritual cleanser. It cleanses these thoughts of guilt. It's a powerful throat cleanser also, so that you're able to say aloud any guilt that you may be holding on to. As you speak those words of guilt, especially when holding this crystal, it will disappear. And these are the messages for your higher self. Any guilt about those you care about, for some of you this is family, you're now releasing that guilt, keeping a heart of gratitude. You're being encouraged from your higher self to not worry or stay stuck on emotions and thoughts that cause you to worry. Even if it's with others, it's time for you to persevere and tap into your creative energy. Get grounded so that you're able to speak your truth, so that you're able to walk to the beat of your own heart, to have your heart be at peace, to be, as I said with the other group, the change you want to see in the world by showing love, giving love, receiving love, focusing on love. So many of you are focusing on removing these obstacles. You're focusing on respecting everyone else's, and this is how it's creating the harmony, everyone else's unique perspective on the path to love. Everyone's got their own path. Everyone has whatever music, if you look at this wound you'll hear, that makes them celebrate, celebration makes them celebrate in life, makes them hear the music that makes their heart sing. Many of you are finding this song of your soul, and you're allowing others to find the song, the music, whatever path takes them towards love. It wasn't easy, is what your higher self is saying. So many of you are persevering through this. You're focusing on releasing any of those things you're holding on to, any guilt. For some of you, shame, I just heard. But anything that's weighing your spirit down, you're like, you want to be carefree like a child, moving in innocence. It's like you don't want to have a care in the world, or this is what your higher self is saying. Baby, release your heart chakra, balance out your heart chakra, especially with the heartbeat here. What creative activities, what creative endeavors can you take to feel lighter, to be the light? Your higher self is saying continue to have an attitude of gratitude. Continue to feel renewed. Enjoy this renewed energy. Your higher self is saying spread harmony and understanding. Spread harmony and wisdom. Spread harmony and knowledge. And treat others in the way that you would like to be treated. Okay? So your higher self is also saying, trust that when you give out love, you will receive love. Sometimes there is obstacles along the path, but as long as you're getting quiet, you'll hear the wisdom. When you focus and tune into the music of the universe, and that could be as simple as going out into nature and listening to the sounds of nature, the music of nature, the water flowing, the wind blowing, the birds singing, watching the bees and the butterflies as they pollinate the earth, looking at your cat have a joyful day, giving a dog a hug. Whatever it is, that music that you hear. What? I just heard somebody say, I don't hear nothing but street traffic and street horns and people blowing horns. And then, sweetie, get away from the city and get out into nature so that you can hear that beautiful music that will assist you in allowing your soul to get more grounded. And when some of you are there, you may hear something that resonates with you. I'm hearing that some of you may choose a name, or you have chosen a name that represents you. So it's like you're grateful for your government name, but like you chose something else, like, especially for those of you who do social media or anything, you choose a handle, right? So some of you may be setting up pages, setting up social media, and you're going to choose something. When you're out into nature, when you're listening, when you're trusting, there's going to be a knowledge when you get focused. And this name is going to allow you to celebrate. It's going to be a name that comes from your soul, is what I'm getting for some of you. A name that's going to persevere through time. A name that perseveres and speaks truth of you, of your energy, of your soul. When you hear it, you'll know your heart is going to leap. It's going to feel right in your heart. Okay, group number 2. So continue to keep that gratitude. Continue to respect yourself and others. Treat others the way you want to treat yourself. Your higher self is saying continue to pour that self-love into yourself and love for others. Trust that there are great mysteries and you're becoming aware of them. Focus on this rebirth that you're having Old things are passed away. You're removing obstacles. It is now time to celebrate, not worry. Worry is a wasted emotion. Step into your truth. And have fun with it, baby. I just heard. Yes. A lot of you are materializing, manifesting many things. Your higher self is saying manifest the joy, manifest the respect, manifest the self-love and the love. Don't manifest this constantly being worried, shame, or guilt. It's happening for you. 10 of Cups, you're moving towards it. But what is it that you're focusing on? Your higher self is asking you to stay focused on the positive, baby. Stay focused on a higher vibration. You are in heavy manifestation mode. So whatever you're focusing on, your higher self is saying, is what you are going to see in this next phase. You guys are having a death. There is a rebirth happening. What do you want this rebirth to look like, group number 2? This is the message from your higher self. What do you want this... We can't have the light go out, baby. We got to put the light back. Keep your... And that's a message. See? Something... The light on all of this guilt, anxiety, stress, shame is gone out. And there is a fresh, new, beautiful light being lit for you, group number 2. Okay? That's the perfect way as you be the light. That's what that says, be the light. Okay? The white witch. Some of you possibly are white witches. But that's the perfect way to end the reading. Confirmation. Brand new light. Just give you the lights. That's the message from your higher self, group number 2. Thank you for joining me, Tonae Star, okay? And group number 3, it's your turn. Your key card, key focus, key message, key energy is the Holly. Okay. And your crystal cards are the chrysophase. This is what that looks like. It's a turquoisey kind of color. I don't know what's wrong with this camera. Just the lighting is bright outside. Chrysophase and the pigmatite. Never chose this one. It's like a black and white crystal. It almost looks like a black and white cat. Pegmatite. Okay, so those are your crystals. Your tarot cards are, we have already upright the 3 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. You also have the 6 of Wands and coming out sideways, the King of Wands. I don't know, I'm going to turn it right side up. I feel like it was kind of sideways, upside down, but we're going to take it. You have Facade. I think that's how you say that. You have Create Space. You also have Visualize. Okay. You have Inner Child. You might want to watch group number 2. They had Inner Child also. You have Connection, if you so feel led. You have Soul Healing. Thoraz is your room. Thorazaz. Laguz. You also have patience, and group number 2 had that too. You have family with the wolf spirit here. You also have waterfall with effortless. You have insects with support. Okay. You have silver lining. You also have twin flame, soul partner, eternal connection. You have sensuality with feminine wisdom and passion. You have divine feminine, magnetic receptive power. You have trust your intuition. And everyone has value. You also have protection guardian with drop your shields and retreat and moving forward. And moving forward. Okay, can you see all of that? I feel like I can put this there. Can you put that there? Yeah, that's better. Okay, group number 3. Your key card, your key message, your key energy starts out with the holly. And the holly is a card all about trust. Trusting yourself. Trusting your intuition. Trusting and having patience. Because many of you in group number 3, you're going through a transformation. This transformation is assisting you to move forward. And that's a great thing. This transformation is supported by the universe to assist you to move forward. This transformation is assisting you so that your connections are strengthened, where you're able to drop your shields and not have to always feel on guard or protected. Now, some of you may have been hurt in the past. I feel this energy of like, I don't know. Are you sure, divine? Like, I trust you and all, but see, what had happened was, yeah, I don't know. And the divine is saying, but baby, if you really trust me, then look for the silver lining, okay? Look for the silver lining in this situation because you have a new beginning. 7 and 3 totals 10. 10 is 1 and 0, and that 1 is about your new beginning, sweetie. So are you going to doubt, or are you going to actually trust? Trust that you'll receive the intuitive messages that you need when it's necessary. Trust that the universe is wanting the best for you, not getting caught up in the facade of what happened in the past, of all the things that caused you not to trust your intuition. If you're having any trouble with any of those facades, then take time out, retreat, take time to self. Many of you are getting over the facade of recognizing that even if someone has less than you, this is for some, take it as it resonates. It doesn't matter because everyone has value. You're seeing the value in the little things and even in baby steps. So it's like for some of you, the facade is not getting caught up in material things, to actually see people at a soul level, to have better connections instead of connections that are built on facades. What you got, what you can do for them. And you get it, that's how the world programs you to be. What can they do for you? What have you done for me lately? Is what I just heard. But the universe, your higher self, is saying, is that really our truth? Or do we need to heal from that? Is this something you were programmed with from a child? For some of you, group number 3, your higher self is saying, let's create more space. We're going to clear. You're saying, I don't know, higher self, I don't know. And your higher self is saying, but baby, I've been with you since you were a child. Like, come on, trust me. We're going to have this soul healing now. We're going to create space and allow for your inner child to heal. We're going to create space and visualize now how to create the family and the connections you want. Visualize how to move forward more victoriously, seeing the value in your family, seeing the value of self, seeing the value of soul partnerships, tapping into your divine feminine wisdom, where you're attracting better connections, visualizing better connections, attracting more passion. And your higher self is saying you're going to do this effortlessly, but trust, hence the holly. Trust your intuition. We're moving on up. No, I was going to say moving towards the silver lining. Your higher self is saying you are supported. Group number 3, don't get it twisted. Your higher self, group number 3, is saying, don't get confused, baby. Do not let yourself get confused with the fact of rational thinking. No. Your higher self is saying, baby, this is spiritual. It's time to get in touch with your emotions. You can drop your shields of protection, because when you need to be protection, we will alert you. You will know. But it's time to come out of that flight or flight energy. Baby, you at the top of the mountain. The ships are coming in. You may feel like you don't have much, but in the spiritual, you are victorious. It's time to get over that facade of rational thinking, of how you've been programmed as a small child for many of you. Your higher self is saying this is not a good time to indulge in the facades or in fantasy. And idle dreams. It's time to move forward. It's time to listen to your consciousness. Listen to your higher self. Tap into your subconscious and heal these emotions. Heal this inner child. because your higher self is guiding you towards honesty and truthfulness. It's guiding you towards trusting your intuition more. It's guiding you towards attracting eternal connections. And it wants to do it effortlessly. So, as this is happening, your higher self is saying, be patient. You are moving forward. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're moving forward. And group number 3, the crystals. Negative energy. The crystals that came out for you are crystals to induce deep meditation with the chrysoprase here. The chrysoprase is going to assist you in meditation with tapping into your higher self so that you're able to drop your shields and able to open your mind, your subconscious, so that you're able to accept others and yourself. Group number 3, your higher self wants to prevent you from speaking out in anger by making your mind think about the consequences before you lash out. That's a part of this facade. You also have the pigmatite crystal here, and this crystal is magnifying a very specific vibration. It reaches to your spiritual self. So this crystal could assist you in magnifying that energy to connect with your higher self, connecting with your intuition, and to bring out your hidden talents or skill sets to set you to the surface. Higher vibrations is what I just heard. Higher skills and talents you didn't even know you have, group number 3. That's what this crystal is magnifying for you. This is also what your higher self is wanting you to release, any feelings of inadequacy. They want you to see the silver lining and not doubt yourself. This crystal, the pigmatite, can assist you with lifting the self-doubt and the inadequacies, to dissipate that energy. It also assists you with opening up the heart chakra so that you're able to trust yourself more and able to trust others, to be able to effortlessly balance out your emotions and your connections, your eternal connections, because you're being supported at this time. Group number 3, this is what your higher self is saying to you. Everyone has value. Move forward. Group number 3, trust your intuition. Your higher self is asking you to take some time so that you can get balanced and hear more clearly as you are attracting this abundance in connections, abundance within self, abundance of healing emotions, abundance of healing any soul fragments. Visualize the healing. Visualize the wholeness. Visualize the support. Visualize moving forward in a way that feels more victorious to you. Bringing out your skills and your abilities. The King of Wands is very ambitious, very charismatic. Your higher self is saying it's time to tap into that charismatic side of you, the side that magnetically draws people to you, the side of you that is connected with your emotions and not disconnected, that effortlessly moves knowing that you're supported. That essence of you that can see the silver lining in yourself and in others. Trusting your intuition, Visualizing that will bring in the abundance of mind, body, and soul for you, group number 3. That has been your reading. I want to thank you for joining me, Tonae Star, here with Tonae Star Enterprises. Remember to always shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you're still amongst the stars. And you know how we do, and it is early, but we're going to do it anyway. What theme song? Always let your light shine bright. Do let your light shine bright. Always let your light shine bright. Do let your light shine bright. You're a king of wands. You got your own fire, baby. And this could be any sign. It could be Leo's, Aries, Sag. But this could be any sign. You know what we say over here? Always let your light shine bright. Do you see that candle shining? You don't put the candle under the bed. Visualize that light shining brightly within you. Confirmation so that others can see it. Okay, thank you guys for joining me. Oh yeah, and do the YouTube thing. Like, share, and subscribe.